Hello, Coveteur. It's me, Gigi Goode, your June cover girl. Welcome to my space. You know what? This pesky door keeps closing. Let me just grab my People's Choice Award and hold it open for you. Come on in. Welcome to my room. This is where all the magic happens. It's where I keep everything contained in one area because let me tell you, if all of this was sprawled out in my entire house, I think I would go a little bit insane. This is where I get ready. This is where I do my makeup. This is where I do my hair. It's a little bit of a museum. It's like my Pee-wee's Playhouse of Gigi's past. I keep everything that means something to me and that has been a part of my life in one way or another in here on display. Everything that is unsightly goes in these nice little dressers down here. Up here, faces up here. Thank you. I love my little vanity. I've always wanted one of these hand chairs, but I saw it on Etsy. I just wanted to have it, and it looks right into my gorgeous, janky little vanity. So this area is kind of where the drag room started. So I moved this good morning sign out from the living room into here, and it kind of trickled down from there. I always have had so much shit. I just collect things and stuff. I'm a maximalist. I don't believe in minimalism. What a boring life to live, in my opinion. Sorry if you're watching this and you're a minimalist. I just have so much jewelry, and for so long, I just never knew what I had. So now I can finally see everything all in one area. And of course, you'll notice the shoe wall, which there's shoes everywhere, and I have a storage unit full of more shoes. There's shoes in the closet, shoes in my bedroom, but these are kind of like my babies, and these are what mean a lot to me. These are some Moschino by Jeremy Scott shoes that are definitely 2 sizes too small, and I've never been able to wear them, but I found them out. I sent him a picture and he was like, girl, I don't even own those, so you better buy them right now. And I did. And they're clean as a whistle because I can't fit into them, but you better believe no one else is gonna borrow them. Yeah, these are like the shoes that mean something to me. This shoe, this is brand new to me. I wore this on the surgery table when I got my breast augmentation a few weeks ago, and I was very adamant that I was not gonna be barefoot, okay? So I was just naked with a Saint Laurent mule on the surgery table. You'll see some of that in the future. Ever since I became aware of fashion too, Christian Louboutin has been something that I've always wanted to collect. I used to watch so many YouTube videos about his shoes and his design process, and so, you know, the very first pair of Louboutins that I got was a black So Kate. It meant a lot to me to have those, and then of course, one thing led to another, and every amount of money that I made for the last few years pretty much immediately goes into another pair of red bottoms. You'll also notice the wigs that surround the shoes, which are also very important to me because I'm a hair girl. I love hair. Hair is my love language. I have like a weird tactile obsession with hair, you know? Like sometimes I'll be in a date with a boy and I will just reach for his hair, and I will have to apologize for that because it is a little bit off-putting, but I'm just gonna do it anyways. But these are not all the wigs that I own. If these were all the wigs that I own, I would not be a hairstylist. So this is just a few of kind of the most recent wigs that I've worn, and that's kind of how I rotate it out. So as soon as I do another wig for a project, one of these bitches is going down and they will be slapped right into the wig drawer, you know. I think if I had to put a number on how many wigs I own at least over 200 wigs, I think. I mean, if I'm thinking back to how many wigs I've worn and how many times I've been in drag, that has to be right. Maybe that's an over-exaggeration, and I'm not a numbers girl, but somebody, one of the Avalon TV gals, you do the math and find out. These are from Home Depot. I am a Home Depot girl, you know. I'm a fixer-upper. I can, that's a total lie, I was just kidding. But these are orange, and I figured they could fit my hair and makeup tools. So this is like my Drag Race memorabilia shelf. You'll notice this is my headgear from my prom look, which is right here. This is the helmet that kind of started to dub me the helmet girl, because once I wore that, then I wore the black helmet, then I wore the white helmet, and then next to those are the button shoes, you know, the one look that I spent hours and hours and hours on and didn't get critiqued in, but you know, better safe than sorry, I suppose. All of this is my pride and joy, I would say, because a lot of it has to do with my mom, because she's made I would say a vast majority of these things. She used to make me, in like the first year, she used to make me one look a week, and I would wear the same look every single gig of that week. And that's kind of how I got people to know who I was. Because rather than being like, oh, that's Gigi Goode, they'd be like, oh, that's that party clown from last week. Or, oh, that's that, you know, construction worker girl from last week. And I would just dance and go and perform all in the same look. And come the next week, she would have a brand new one made for me. But that obviously elevated into some better looks. And I would say that both she and I have both improved a lot since then. And, you know, the looks have made it to national television and they've made it onto some carpets. So it is important for me to have some pieces of my mom here with me because speak of the devil, and she shall appear, Kristi. Oh. Well, do you want to talk about some of the amazing looks that you have created for me throughout the years?
Yeah.
The pastel.
But when you first moved to LA and had no money, I couldn't afford to give you money, but I said I would help you with making outfits. And so you sent me a picture of a pair of shorts that were like color blocked.
Yes.
And then a sheer top. So I made this top and these pants.
She made these out of leftover tablecloths from like an Easter church service.
Yes, tablecloths are great.
Tablecloths are great. Yes.
A tablecloth.
Now, aside from the cheap fabric, we do have this, which it has been through it. And I remember, I mean, I had to wear this outfit for so many hours that day.
The thing that's fun for me is you draw something, and then I can figure out how to make it. And I love that process of engineering something.
And, well, you're
the
really fucking
designer,
good at it.
and I can figure out how to make it. But then to see something that I've created come to life on someone I love, I mean, there's nothing better than that.
So this was also my eleganza look, and this was kind of, I don't know, it was supposed to be kind of 80s prom.
And silly.
She finished this the night before I had to leave for Drag Race, and it was lots of trials and tribulations that visit. No, I know. During the pandemic, we did our Christmas special, our holiday special for Avalon TV, and I just wanted something cute and festive. Look
it
how
always
stunning.
looks better on you. When I'm making it, I think, this looks...
No, you always text me being like, this is gonna look so bad on you.
Yeah, but then I forget that you are part of the ingredient, and then you put it on and it looks great. So I feel like everybody knows this, but I have a dress form that is Gigi. We had it 3D printed, and so I can make things at home and then send them off, and I know they're gonna fit her. So it works out great. But this was fun because you were actually here.
Yeah.
I was actually here.
Yeah, I don't know. It means a lot to have all of your creations here with me, and
I
I feel like I'm finally taking good care of them and wrapping them in plastic.
They aren't gonna get dusty.
But, wow, thanks for stopping by.
Anytime.
Now get out.
Okay.
Bye. The oldest, most special item for me is this up here. This was the first bag that I painted, and it was, I did a little Morton Salt Girl outfit, and this was like my first few months in LA, actually. And so this I think is kind of what started people talking, I have to say. I remember this got the most likes on any of my posts at the time, and I was very proud of this little purse. I think it's a thermos. Thank you, Goodwill. I mean, anything that has the word good in it, I feel like is a very signature item. I have the Goodnight Bitch fragrance from Drag Race that's sitting up there that I feel like I always see and notice. Actually, it smells kind of good. It smells kind of like what I'm wearing right now. A little bit. This is what I had on Drag Race. And I'm pretty sure this is just a fragrance they bought from Target and printed a new label, but I remember I forgot to bring any perfume, so I stole this. And they did ask me about it a few times after filming, and I was like, you really want this back? I didn't say that, I actually just didn't respond. I think I collect multiples of red bottoms. I just really like a Louboutin. I always have, I always will. I think they're classic. And it's something that I've always wanted to collect. And actually this pair is my pride and joy. You'll notice the bottom is completely unscuffed because this is the hardest shoe on the face of the planet to wear. And they just didn't make it anymore because nobody could wear it, but I had it custom ordered when I could finally afford it, and this is like a symbol of my success, I think, this shoe. I mean, that's kind of the space. I feel like I've hit most of the bases. Obviously, you're gonna leave and I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I should have talked about that, but we'll save that for next time. So, Coveteur, thank you so much for coming, and please get the fuck out of my house. I never wanna see you again.